That's my cat. Come here. What do you want? Excuse me. Bonjour et bienvenue. Welcome to Behind the Scenes with Théâtre du Rêve. Today we're talking about the creative process, and we're going to talk with the cast of Vive La Fontaine. On y va. Théâtre du Rêve first created Vive La Fontaine in 2004 and remounted it in 2009. The director was Ariel Fristo, one of the founders of Out of Hand Theater. And that first process was wildly creative. And the product really reflected the talents and the tastes and the interests of the performers who were in the show.
Le corbeau et le renard.
Le lièvre, la tortue.
Le renard et la cigale.
Le lion et le rat.
La colombe.
When we came back to the production more than 10 years later, we had that original piece, but we also had a whole new team of artists, actors, designers, a dramaturg, and it was really important to create the piece anew. My role had changed from performer to director, and I really wanted to work with people and see what they brought to the show. So we started every rehearsal with a physical warm-up, get the juices flowing before we dove into the text.
2, 3, 7, 8.
Travel, boys.
That's next.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, all right. Okay, fast, now faster.
Un peu de vocabulaire. C'est un acteur. C'est un dessinateur. C'est un metteur en scène. C'est un chat.
We worked on this play. It was a collaborative piece. It's been done twice before, and those were with different casts who had a different set of skills. There's all kinds of storytelling that we use in the show. We do puppetry, we do dance, many different kinds of puppetry. We do many different kinds of dance. We sing songs. There's a lot going on, so we needed to figure out the best way to make the show work for the four of us as an ensemble. So we kept some things from the other productions, and then we added things of our own. And that was what the first couple weeks of the rehearsal process were. That was us together in a room sitting down and talking about this could work, that could work, how can we make this work, how can we do that? Oh, I can play this, I know how to do that. And we just came up with a show that was a little bit of past shows, but also a little bit of our own thing, which was a really cool process.
Ariel's process for devising theater when we did the first piece was to have us brainstorm ideas like crazy, and then she would take those, give us a specific assignment and a very tight deadline. So for instance, we were working on the fable of the grasshopper and the ant, where the ant works all summer long to store up food for the winter, and the grasshopper just sings. And then in the winter, the grasshopper comes to the ant and says, could you give me some food? And the ant says, well, what'd you do all summer? The grasshopper says, I sang. And the ant says, oh, you sang. Okay, now dance. And somebody came up with the idea of doing this as kind of a cowboy western. So we worked on it, and we came back and we showed Ariel what we called the insect showdown. But this new group of actors had new ideas and other talents, and I wanted to explore everything they brought to the table. So for instance, I knew that Chris Kaiser had a background in dance.
Emma, of course, many people know me as a danseur noble, which is French for old guy trying to keep up with the 20-something.
I always loved sports, and I always loved music, and putting those together meant dance for me, so that you could use your body, be physical, and yet music was all around, and that was fantastic. So we got to do some dancing in this show, and play some music, and speak some French. So all those elements came together in a really great way. So for the dances, Chloe and I, of course, did a crazy ballet, and then Chloe and Diana and I did a tap number. And both times when we were putting those pieces together, we would just get out see what the other could do, make sure we knew that the dance told a story that had to do with the fable, and then we would just start shaping it with the steps we knew, how to tell the story within those steps, first for the ballet and then for the tap number.
And that is how the grasshopper and the ant turned from an insect showdown to a tap showdown. Is that right? Just like that.
Il fait froid. Que faisiez-vous autant chaud? Je chantais. Eh bien, dansez maintenant.
Alors, bonne chance, bon courage. Au revoir.